No sé cómo que cortarlo.
Quiero contarle algo.
¿Cómo se fueron a YouTube para empezar luego?
Vendiendo la profe, man.
El mensaje que habla, ¿cómo el canal?
Hello everyone. How are you? I hope you're there. I hope you're with me.
¿Cómo se llama?
I'm gonna close this conversation in the chat. I'm gonna close the chat.
¿Por quién?
Ahí está.
Mateo, mira, voy a enviar el link.
My teacher.
Hello everyone. Good to see you around here. Let us just close the team, okay? Let us just close the team so we can share through here. You can close the app. I had some issues during the last presentation we had with your classmates. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have the class through this site, and then I'm gonna upload so you can have the link to see through here too. Okay. You can text there through the chat. Are you listening okay? Hi Mateo, hi everyone. Okay, good to see you all. Let me see here. Okay. We will try to interact through the chat right now, okay? So if you have any, if I'm going too fast or too slow, or you want to comment something, you can just write there. I'm going to be reading, okay? Okay. Good. Perfect. Let me just put the chat here so I can read to you. Okay, so let us start. Thank you very much for your perfect timing. Thank you for being there right on time. I hope we have a very good day today. Let's learn some marketing. Let's revise what we have done so far through the year. And I hope that we have an excellent class. For start, I brought some images that I want you to see through the screen. There are 9 images, and I want you to tell me which movie scene best describes your quarantine time. Okay. Maybe I'm stuck, but you can listen properly. Do you hear me well? Okay. So you tell me, you text there which movie scene best describes your condition in the quarantine. There we go. Number 2. Well, in my experience, at least today, I've seen I've been living the number 1. My birthday was last week, so I had a very good time, but I just shared time with my husband here. We're here at home, and we didn't have any chance to see anyone. I didn't feel lonely though, because I received a lot of love and presents that people sent me, and nice text messages and Instagram messages too. I can see many people are eating a lot, like 11 in Stranger Things. We're eating a lot, right? Mateo, number 3. Oh, good. We have gamers too. Number 6. Yeah, that was my second most Greatest activity during this time, washing my hands all the time. That is a good question. Have you ever seen these videos that teach you how to wash your hands? Have you learned how to wash your hands already? I'm gonna show you a step-by-step thing that I saw that it's a very good marketing activity. But seriously, like, do you know how to wash your hands now? That you have to do it like this and on top, like here, between the fingers. Have you seen those videos and tried to learn it? It seems like there are many steps, but it's super easy. I recommend you to learn it already. Okay. Number 2 and 6. I think the 2s and 6 were the most common, right? Oops. Do you listen there? Oops. No. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So let me share with you some very good marketing activities that have gone that have happened during this time. I don't know if you've seen the communications in social media. Maybe you've seen many brands that have appeared to do the marketing campaigns during this time. But these are some that I really cared for. I was super sorry to see Kentucky Fried Chicken releasing their new campaign. You know that the campaigns have a lot of time to be prepared for, right? That we have to prepare in order to we have to prepare the campaign to do the recording, to do the video, and to do the design. If you work in a marketing agency, you will know that in order to create a good campaign, you will have to dedicate at least 2 or 3 months to work in the idea. And in this case, it was Kentucky Fried Chicken that they released a campaign, and it was super sad because you saw this. Okay, the campaign was that. Oops, sorry. There, it's finger licking good. That was their whole idea, and they said an ad campaign based on licking your fingers could not have come in a worse time. Okay, worst case scenario. It's licking good. It was a very good, catchy phrase that they tried to do, but it's Corona time, like we heard in the song and we read everywhere. So that was a very bad situation where, in this case, they had to deal with it and just put it down again. Another fail that I saw this week, this was in Paraguay. It wasn't as compromising as the other one, but it's super fun. I saw it was super funny. It said, this was a Twitter user. Están buenísimas estas recetas de Nueva Americana para cocinar con los ingredientes que ya tenés para no salir de casa. Okay? You see that? Super good. So you don't leave home. Cocinando en casa. This was Nueva Americana. Look at the ingredients. What do you think about it? Would you have those ingredients in your house? I would rather not, I think, right? Do you see their ingredients? You have like Italian green pepper, calamari, almeja fina, langostinos. Like, what? It's impossible that people will have, at least in Paraguay, it's impossible that you're gonna pretend that people will have these normally in their fridge so that you as a business can recommend them to cook with these ingredients, okay? So this was another fail that I saw from from other brands, okay? So what about good advertising campaigns? Okay, there were very good. I don't know if you've seen any that you really liked. Maybe you can mention there through the chat that you have seen very good advertisings, but I compiled many that I really liked, and I'm gonna share them with you right now. Oops. There. Have you seen this one? Okay, guys, let's just leave the chat for serious matters. Okay, I don't want to evaluate wrong because you're saying like we can have fun and stuff, but let's just keep it chill. Okay, this is a marketing lesson just like in any class, so let's just focus. Okay, please. So here we have Mercado Libre. Mercado Libre brand logo is a handshake, and they switch with the elbows in this case for the coronavirus time, and they share this message like codo a codo en las difíciles hasta que llegue lo mejor. I really, really, really like this campaign. I think it was super creative to do so. They changed the logo, they changed their communication. Of course, they continue using the normal logo, but with their Corona Time campaign, they're using this. Then maybe you have seen this already. This is the Coca-Cola advertising. Did you see it? Hoy estar separados es la mejor manera de estar juntos. Okay, this was something that I really appreciated. I thought it was super creative, super risky to do so because it's not a good image. Like in our heads, in our minds, we have the brand image of Coca-Cola super stuck, and it's a very good logo. But doing this was very risky, and it had its benefits. What else? This one. I saw that this was reused here in Paraguay. They did something very similar. It was crazy. They did this as a national campaign, and we could see it in Paraguay. I think last week in Paraguay was repeated like they did in Argentina. And it's crazy. Al virus lo frenamos entre todos. They included in every single front cover of every single journal, a newspaper. So I think this was super attractive and shocking too. If you were living in the city where you received these newspapers, I really, really like this. What else? This one. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe this that I saw. I thought it was just like some fake news about this ad, but this was done in Burger King France, and they literally shared the recipe. They had many, they had I think 3 or 4. I really like this one. So you can stay home, okay? The Whopper of the quarantine, and they have all the brands they use, they share it so you can create your own Whopper or your own Big King from home. This was crazy. I really, really, really like this one. What do you think about it? Another one, let me see another campaign. Oh, this was a good one too. This was done by the state of Oregon. Oregon, was it? Yeah. They included this super shocking message. It said, "Don't accidentally kill someone. Stay home, save lives." And a special message to the people that says, essential workers, as you stay outside for us, we will stay at home for you. Thank you. Stay home, save lives. Pretty emotional, and they are sending a shocking message, right? Because no one wants to accidentally kill someone, but that's how risky it is for us to leave our homes. This was very good one. This was done by an advertising agency. I don't remember where. I think it was in the US. It says, "Stop non-domestic violence. Every time you get out of your home, medical staff takes a hit." That means medical staff are affected by it. And what they used by it was this. Did you see these images? They were super spreading through social media. How when they were using the glasses and all the masks and stuff, they had all these horrible bruises after like 12, 15 hours of working. It's super sad, but that's how it feels, right? And I really, really like this because we're usually used to see this type of faces with all the bruises and stuff, and we think it's domestic violence. People are being hit or harassed in their own houses. But in this case, it's non-domestic violence. Like in your home, you will be safe. If you leave outside, then someone gets the hit, and it will be the medical workers. So that's super crazy. Stop the spread. I think this was super creative. What do you think about it? Um, it's crazy. Good. Another one? Oh, and this was the one that I wanted to mention you about. If you search, if you go to the, open a different tab right now, and you can go to watchyourlyrics.com, you will be able to fill in a song title and a song artist, and then put generate. And you can create something similar to this, what I just did. Can you see my screen? It says the song of What a Man Gotta Do from Jonas Brothers. Okay, so if you want to wash your hands and take these 20 to 30 seconds to wash your hands, then you can do it by singing the song that you like. Maybe you've seen this image already somewhere where it was created here in this app. This was a super creative guy that the very first day, I don't know, and it was in February, the beginning of February, he already created this app. It has been used by millions and millions of people. You can experiment in the website and try to generate your own images if you want. Okay, very good campaigns. Did you try them? Good, good, good. And that is a super positive side on all of this. From a marketing perspective, it's super great to see that brands are reacting in a very good way. They're promoting the self-care and care about your family, these good messages for the whole society. But there are other messages that are being shared right now, and it's a little bit sad or a little bit real that we have to know. In my occasion, what page is it? Here it is. Watch your lyrics. I don't know if you tried it already. Watchyourlyrics.com. That's it. You can check it there. But let me tell you my experience, what happened to me. Give again the link. That's it. Okay. You just check and Google it. Let me tell you my experience, what happened to me during this time. While I was in, the very first day that the government said that we should stay at home and not go anymore to school, then I just stayed here and I started working, and it has been quite a difficult time. In the case of the businesses, at least in my business, I own an advertising agency, and it was pretty interesting to see that there are brands that are leaving their marketing budgets. They have called us already, many clients, saying we're not going to continue with the service because we're not generating income. So this is something sad that is going on, related to the work that is being done. At least in my situation, we have 16 people that are working with us in the agency. So it's been quite a challenge since day one. What are we going to do, right? We started working from online, like this way. And that was my communications that were super difficult to do with our clients. And on the other side, there are clients with opportunities. We can see that some people are now being forced to do some things different. Here in school, for example, you can see your teachers giving classes that you would never seen them online, sharing this with you. So that was quite a spectacular thing to see. Many people from different ages are sharing these same experiences of virtual classes that they have never done before. So that was interesting. And the last thing that I experienced during this time was having. Are you with me? Are you with my story, or are you in the What's Your Lyrics site? I just want to know if you're listening, if you're there, if you're okay. Um, in my experience, it was super. Why would you hate online classes? Oh my goodness, that is Geronimo, right? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. What was I gonna say? Okay, so something that was super shocking for us is that one of our clients is the Centro Médico Autista. So when we started this, we had so many things that we had to do super quick, super fast. They did comunicados, notes for the whole society to know everything you say. If you are part of the marketing strategy of of a hospital, is super risky. You can't say anything that is going to compromise the institution, right? And we had these experiences of the two cases were presented in the Centro Médico Autista. Someone just said it out loud, and gossip and fake news and stuff. Many people started spreading the word that they were there, and they started saying things that weren't true. So we had to manage all of that. We had to manage the fact that, for example, the media. Can you imagine? We had Diario La Nación. We had who else was it? Ñanduti, for example, spread the word of who our patients, not our, the hospital's patients were. They said the name, they said who they were, what did they do in the hospital. There are some people that even got to say they got contagio by doing blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't true. So we had to manage everything. We had to say to the media, please don't share the people's experience. You don't have to say anything about their health state. It's illegal to share the health state of someone. And we had to manage that in a it was like crisis, 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 crisis all the time. It was super sad that after a couple of days, after like 10 days or 12 days, the one of the doctors that had coronavirus passed. So that was again super bad for the institution. I mean, super sad because he was a colleague. He was working there for the past 20 years. Imagine that. So we had to work a lot. I mean, being an agency that manages these type of relationships is super difficult. Like, you have to dedicate a lot of time. And let me share some other things that were crazy. These last two. The people from the left, if you see them there, they are my relatives. He is my cousin. She is his wife, and that's the baby they just had. His baby is just 7 months old, and she's working in Barcelona. She's a doctor, and she's working in a hospital over there. And she gave me a call last week, and she was like super worried. I'm super worried because now we have a situation that we have to release all our patients. That was last Thursday. The hospital gave full instructions that they had to let all the patients go because on Monday, new patients, 150 geriatric patients, do you know what geriatric is? Like old people, okay? The patients that are more than 60, more than 70 years old, they were told that 150 new patients of more than 60 years old with coronavirus positive were gonna go this Monday, the day before yesterday, to die there, literally, to die there. Like, this is shocking, mind-blowing news, right? When we have these super sad situations where you're being told, like, you have to help these old people, you're a doctor, just help them to live as pleasantly as possible in their last days. So it's super crazy. They have to risk their lives. My cousin Lourdes, she has her little baby and she has to risk her life every single day. She could complicate the rest of her family by going to the hospital, but they're doing that, right? And the person on the right side, that is my doctor. That is my doctor that is about to leave his quarantine. He had the coronavirus confirmed. I think it was on the date, what was it? The 10th, I think, that was confirmed. And today he's being released of the quarantine, thank God. He's leaving he already left the hospital and he's in his house. And why am I sharing these experiences? Because we have to stay real. I mean, what is going on in the world is not like some bad dream that we're gonna wake up soon enough. It's something that's going on like for real. People are really dying. The cities and the hospitals are super collapsed with the cases, and our part in all this thing is to stay home. Okay, we gotta take care of ourselves. We gotta take care of the old people. Many countries are saying, like, we didn't think it was possible. We just we didn't think it would happen to us. But when you start knowing people that have gone through hell with this, that's crazy. And um, sometimes you say, I don't want to know anything about this. I'm super tired and I'm at home. But my recommendation, besides staying real, is to, of course, be grateful. Even though you're there at home and you're feeling like bored or you're complaining because you gotta stick with your brother and your sister and being there with a family that you don't like that much or whatever, be thankful that you're not in the hospital, because this doctor that I showed the picture of, he was super sad. Well, he was having serious emotional issues because you're there in the hospital, you're without your family, there's no one you can see besides just making a FaceTime or a Skype call or WhatsApp call. No one wants to come in and talk to you, literally. Like, not even the doctors want to go there. And once a day, someone like sends a little food, or someone has to go and check up on your health state, and that's it. That's the whole personal relations that you have. And you're there online reading gossip and reading things about yourself. Like, we really have to be grateful about this, that we are home, that we're safe, that we can eat whatever we want. We have our fridge full of food. We have our family members right there next to us. We can be there with them, even though we don't like the idea. But I'm sure that being in hospital and hospitalized with this illness is way worse. Stay home, and the last one, stay safe. I really hope that no one in the SEAL or in the SEAL family, maybe your relatives, I really hope that they are not any positive or super suffering about this illness. I hope you stay well, and let us start a little bit more about marketing, okay? So you continued here? You continued with my story, or you just left to have something to something to eat? Here, let us do a super recap about what we have learned so far through the year. Okay, we have the product concepts chapter. Okay, this is chapter 10 that we're developing. I know that you might not have the book yet. You didn't go to Banco de Libros SEAL, I'm sure, to get it. So I'm still gonna do like in the last lessons. I'm gonna send you the scan of the book so you can do the work from home, okay? So product concepts is a chapter that we're developing. What is a product? That is something that we started discussing about. There are, oops, the letter just went down. the consumer products and the business products. Sorry for that design thing issue. What are the consumer products and what are the business products? These two. The consumer products and the business products can be exactly the same. Let me give you an example. If I'm holding this pen, I went to buy this beautiful pen, it could be a consumer product because I, Sofia, went to buy my pen. That is for my personal use. But then the school, San Ignacio de Loyola, could give me a pen. It could be even the same, exactly same pen. But because San Ignacio de Loyola School gave it to me for my work during class, then it would turn out to be a business product. Remember we discussed about this? Like, there are no differences in the product itself, but the use you give it to the product. That's how you can differentiate the type of product. If it's for consumers, that is the final user for personal issues, or business product if it's used for your work. Okay, these are the two types of products. Okay, then something else we learned in class. I don't know if you see it. It's a little bit little, but you can see the 4 types of consumer products. Remember, there's an arrow there what we shared in class. The convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and sought products. Remember that we discussed that the unsought products were products that we don't want to have. There's no way, like, no, I don't want to think about it. Like burial plots. Remember? We discussed that there are things like, if you bought it, yeah. So consume is if you bought it. Yes, the consumer products happen to be the products that are there for your personal consumption or for your family consumption. If you buy sugar, but it's for your house, it's a consumer product. If you buy sugar, but you are buying it for La Vienesa to produce cakes, then that same sugar could be the same sugar you use at home, but you're buying it for the business, so it's a business product. You get it, Magda? So here we are. The type of consumer products, we had convenience products. These are frequent purchase that we do, products that we don't even care to think about the price, or we just, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm gonna buy a drink. Let me have a Coke. That's a convenience product, okay? Shopping products are a little bit more complicated because you dedicate a little bit more of time to compare the brands. So you have the shopping products could be like it says television, furniture, clothing. You can see it's not like you can buy like a Coke in everywhere, but in the shopping products you can be a little bit more selective in the choices that you have. The specialty products are the luxury goods. We can have there like the Rolex watch or a designer clothing. These are like specific specialty products that you are, like the definition says, you are reluctant to change. You don't want to be changed. If you choose that, then that's what you want. And that's a specialty product. And the unsought are the ones that we don't want to think about, like the life insurance. We mentioned, like I just said, the burial plot and stuff. So that is it. You just let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm just gonna try to cover everything, okay? Everything we've done through the year. Then we started sharing about branding. Remember this video we saw? This was, we saw the brand value through the pass of time and how the brands were increasing the brand value through the years. And we started seeing the competition and how Apple go there and Google and Amazon appeared out of nowhere and stuff like that. Well, that's super crazy, and that is branding, what we're sharing. And we saw there that the success of any brand depends on the target market's ability or the people's ability to distinguish my product from the competition. Okay? We want people to differentiate our product from the competition. And we can do that through a good branding. Branding, remember, have three main benefits. Number one, we identify the product with a brand. I want to buy a toothbrush. Then I'm gonna choose, oh, I want a toothbrush, I'm gonna choose Colgate because I identified with that brand. Okay. Repeat sales. If I had a good experience, that's the second benefit of a good branding. If I have a good experience with Colgate, then the next time I'm gonna need a toothpaste or a toothbrush, then I'm gonna choose it again. Repeat sales, okay? Or repeat purchases in that case if I'm the consumer. And the last one, the new product sales. If we know and we really like the brand, like in this case, we're talking about Colgate, and Colgate says from, oops, Colgate says from one day to another, I'm launching a new product. It will be Colgate Mints. Mints and bubble gums. I don't know, I'm just inventing. But if they're saying we're gonna release a new product so that you can keep your super fresh, okay, mouth, then probably I would buy it because I trust the brand of Colgate and they have new product sales because of that. Okay. What else? What else have we done? Okay, yes, we've seen this. Remember the brand name? We've seen the brand name, the words, the letters, numbers, symbols. Remember all this? We shared in class. We saw the trademarks. What are the trademarks? The trademarks are the exclusive right that you have to use a brand or part of a brand, and no one else can use it instead of you, okay? Unless you give them permission to. So you have to register your brand. I've seen that many people shared their homework, and I saw the analysis. I didn't have time to continue responding to each and every single email, but I saw that some people shared. Let me find here. Let me find a book and see how I can. Okay, I don't have a book, I have a DVD. I'm in the office in my house. Okay, so this is a DVD. I don't know if you like this movie. This is like one of my favorite movies is Pitch Perfect. And in this case, this is a product. It has, see what is, there it is. There it is. What is the name of this little symbol over here? What is this? You know the technical word for that? I've seen that many people answered properly and you shared your experiences, your different packages. Very good. But one of the things that you didn't get that right was the trademark. Usually, if you see a product, I forgot to send you my word. You gotta send it to me. Yeah, what could happen if someone else uses your brand instead of your registered trademark? You can sue them. Just like it happened in, remember the case of, we shared about Mickey? That was like outrageous, something that happened here in Paraguay. UPC code, very good. Something that happened here in Paraguay that in this case Mickey, you know, the brand Mickey was being used, of course, in the US when they created Disney and Mickey. But here in Paraguay, they started using it. But in Paraguay, they registered before Disney did in Paraguay. So that's why, I don't know if you heard or read the news about it. You can see it in the newspapers here in Paraguay that Disney Corporation sued the people in the Mickey, you know, the brand of legumbres and stuff, salt and porotos, beans and stuff. Well, they sued them because they were using their brand, but Mickey in Paraguay won because they registered here in Paraguay. If you want to own the exclusive right to use a brand, you have to register in every single country that you're gonna deal with. So it's a great investment because everything costs money, right? But we were sharing about trademarks, and we saw how trademarks can register shapes, it can register a color or design. Registered trademark can include catchy phrases or even abbreviations. And in the case of products, you will see that. Let me show you this product, this package. I don't know if you've seen it there. Oh, I look like a YouTuber now. Do you see by Lavelo? And there's a beautiful R there. Okay, that R is a registered trademark, and that is the thing that I wanted you to record in your lesson. Okay, make sure that you label that and you select the R when you're labeling the registered trademark. Okay. What else have we seen? Yeah, the packaging homework. If you didn't do it yet, you will have time until today to send me the file. Okay? Today until the end of the day. But today is the last time you have until, well, from tomorrow and on, it will be a late delivery. You know how late deliveries won't give you as much points as you can have for early delivery of the lesson. Okay? What else? Are we doing okay? Yes, yes, yes. Any questions? Okay, okay. So let us continue with this. Products and services. Here we see there are, oops, did you hear my notification? Or am I just the one that is listening to notifications? Let me turn off my WhatsApp. Okay. Can you have a trademark on the package without putting the R? Yeah, sometimes. It's pretty not that common. You might see that sometimes it says, like in this movie, it says down here and it says todos los derechos reservados de blah 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 blah. Here, film 2013, Universal Studios, todos los derechos reservados. That's it. And it has a C in a circle. Here, of course, you didn't see it here, like in an R, but you see elsewhere in the package. Okay. Mrs., how can I enter the live in the computer? This live, you mean? You can just copy the same link that I sent to Teams. Let me show you the link through here so you can copy it. The due date of that homework is for the one you gave us last week. Yeah, the one that I gave you last week. I'm giving you time until today to hand it in. And then we're gonna have time in the, oops, is it there? This is the link. Let me copy it. Does anyone have the link so you can share it too? Está en el chat. Yes. I can't find it. Let me see my YouTube. Okay. Let me just help your classmate for a sec. There it is. I'm gonna share it here. Maybe you can send it to yourself, copy it somewhere else or something. There it is. Okay. What was I saying? I was reading the comments. The C is a trademark too. Yes, the C is a trademark too. It's usually copyright. It's the same thing as a registered trademark. It stands for copyright. What else? Okay, that's it. Let's go back to the lesson. So here we have Mrs. Karen. And you have Juan Carlos Altieri, Rafa. So let's just keep it this way. Products and services. In this lesson today, I want us to really differentiate between tangible products, products that we can touch, see, smell, lick. You shouldn't do that in Corona time, but you could lick something. But there are differences between products and services. And what we want to do is we want to differentiate, in this case, the shoes from a dentist service. Okay, let's differentiate that. What are the things that we can find in this case? The products and services have 4 differences. Number 1, the intangibility. Okay, the products we can touch, we can hold them, we can grasp them, we can do like this, we can do anything. But the services, you can't. Maybe there's some, in this case we're comparing with the dentist. Maybe you can touch the person, the dentist, but you cannot touch the service of the dentist. You know what I mean? A service is an action that is going on. So you cannot hold the action of the service, if you understand what I mean. So that is the very first difference, intangibility. The number 2 is inseparability. What can you not separate in a service? You cannot separate the production of the service with the consumption of the service. Let me give you the example. If we have the product of a lomito, okay? A lomito. So I love, for example, mostacho. And in this case, I have a mostacho lomito that I can touch, that I can eat, that I can smell. It's watering my mouth. Literally, I'm super hungry. But in the case of a dentist, you cannot separate the production of the consumption. In the lomito, you can. You can see the people in mostacho that are cooking your lomito. You can see it, but you cannot consume it as they are cooking it. You gotta wait until they finish producing it, and then you can eat it. But when it comes to a dentist, at the same time the dentist is producing, and at the same time you're receiving the service. Do you understand? So that is inseparability. You cannot separate the production from the consumption. Heterogeneity. What is heterogeneity? Heterogeneity is another thing that in the services, things are not always the same. If you want to get a haircut, you're going to cut your hair here in Paraguay, and you say to the hairdresser, I want to cut it this way, they're going to do it in a way that you really like that hairdresser. But then if you go to Brazil, India, the United States, you might get a totally different experience. Totally different experience. That is the heterogeneity. The service cannot be done in a series and super the same in every single time. But you can do that with products. I have a registered trademark of this, and I can have the very same thing elsewhere. It's homogeneous. It's not heterogeneous like the other one. Okay? And the last one, the last characteristic is perishability. Perishability has to do with the fact that what is to perish? Do you know what perish is? Let's make a gap there. Can you answer there? What is it to perish? Maybe you can Google it if you don't know. Let me check. Perish. Who knows what that means? If I cut an apple in half and I leave it aside, Yeah, I can explain again inseparability, no problem. Let me explain perishability first. If I cut an apple in half and I leave it on the desk, you will see that the apple starts to perish. Perish is se vence, okay? But we can do things to avoid the apple to perish. What can we do? We can keep it safe. In terms of any product, this product, for example, we can store it, we can sort it, we can save it in a warehouse, we can keep it from damage. But in the case of a service, it just vanishes. Why? Because if we don't operate, if we don't do the action of service, we lose the chance. What am I saying here? Let me compare with the service of a flight, an airplane flight. Okay, pudrir, that's the word. Thank you, Magdalena. If we are talking about flights, right? If we go to TAM right now, they're not being able to fly. So in their case, they are perishing all the flights. If you have an airplane with 300 seats and you have to send this airplane to Sao Paulo with 300 people, but you just sold 100 flights, then you're having 200 spare that just vanishes, it perishes. That's it. You get it? So that's why when it comes to services, you have to use the full capacity if you can. That's why now we're having so many issues with the people that are offering services, because with coronavirus, they cannot operate, so they can't bring money to their house because the service perishes if you don't operate. Okay? Is it clear? Let me respond to whoever wanted to know about inseparability. Inseparability, let me type it here, is you cannot in a service at the same time. Oops. Okay. Inseparability. I'm typing it here. Oh, there it is. So that is inseparability. I just copied so you can have it. You will eventually have the book scan so you can do this. Is one of the questions that I want you to answer. But you can see in a service, production and consumption occur at the same time. And that is it. Let us go through the next things that we have shared already too in class. Remember these? Product items, lines, and mixes? We shared in class what are the different product items. These are the mix of products of Lacta, and you can see that they have different lines like Soño de Balsa, Diamante Negro, and many others that we shared too. What was it? Bees, that I really like bees. Okay. These are product items, lines, and mixes. This is another example. Nor products. Nor caldo de gallina. Nor sopa casera. Nor sopa crema. See, they have different product lines, and you can see the brand image is quite different. See here, Quick, nor Salsa Lista. Okay, these are all very good examples of product items that belong to a line that in the whole they belong to the mix of products of Nor. Noodles. Oh, it literally waters my mouth. And in this case, we have the benefits that we have from arranging these product items into product lines and then the mixes. What is it? Number one, we save money, advertising economies. Why? Because as you saw in the image, they conserve the same image. So if I promote sopa crema or sopa quick, then I can just say quick and you understand what I'm talking about, even though they have 12 different types. You don't have to communicate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 times. You just have to communicate sopas quick. That is advertising economies. Package uniformity, that's super obvious. We have standardized components. all these soups or all these noodles, you know, the noodles, fideos, they have the same ingredients. All of them have egg, all of them have flour, harina, all of them have a little bit of water, and you see that they have a standardized component, but they seem different, but you are with a crave, or you want to have a spaghetti today and tomorrow you want to have a moñito and the day after you want to have a codito. These are standardized components. That's another benefit. The efficient sales and distribution is a great benefit too. What would happen if there was one soup producer, Juan Perez, that sells one soup, and then we have Juan Perez and Maria sells another soup. So we have two categories of soups. But then another person called Nor comes and says, you know, I have 100 soups. So that is super great for the efficient sales and distribution, because they know they have a capacity. They know, oh, come on, Mateo, I hate you. I know ERSA is the best thing in the world. I will consider that for the rest of my life. Oh, bad me that I mentioned something like that. You have totally dispersed my mind. Then we have, and the last one is, Shake Corona time, the equivalent quality. Okay, like we just said, equivalent quality is you expect a same quality because of the product lines, because they belong to a certain brand. Okay. We saw the branding. Oh, the branding strategies. This is something new and we're going to finish with this. What are the different branding strategies? I'm going to explain 5 branding strategies. I want your full attention right now. Are you with me? Because we just have 9 minutes and I'm going to finish with this. Okay. First, let's go to manufacturer brand versus private brand. These are 2 producers of oil. Okay. One of them is El Cocinero, and the other one is Super 6. Private brand is a brand owned by a wholesaler or a retailer. In this case, we have a retailer, Super 6, that owns this. And with their brand, someone else can produce it, but they can put their brand, and it's a strategy. It's not like Super 6 is worse than El Cocinero. It can even, and I recommend you to compare the 2 brands of oil. Maybe in your house you always buy, in my house we buy Natura, but I'm sure that it's just because I just prefer in the branding. Because if we go and compare the 2 products, they might have even the same ingredients, everything. So it's crazy. So that is, the Super 6 is a private brand, and El Cocinero is a manufacturer brand. Why manufacturer? Because they are producing it. So you can choose a different strategy. Maybe El Cocinero can sell it to Salema and they can sell Salema oil, but it's produced by El Cocinero. It's just a different strategy that you can use in branding. Is it clear? Good. Then we have this, I'm not going to share, individual brand versus family brand. This is another choice you can have in your business. Whenever you grow up and you create your own products, you can choose to do this too. This is an individual brand strategy. This is called P&G, Procter & Gamble, one of the largest business in the world, a massive multinational company. And they own many types of brand. This is only their lines of cleaners, like dish and soaps, okay, for clothes. And it's crazy how you can see there, I think these are all clothes even. Yeah, these are all for clothes. So they have Bounce, Bolt, Ace, Gain, etc., etc., etc. And all of these are owned by P&G. It's just a strategy that they use. They have some products that are considered to be for a cheaper market. They have Tide or Ariel that are considered to be of higher quality and a little bit more expensive of technology. This is just a strategy, and this is another strategy. This is family brand. What is this brand behind this? Sony. Okay, so we have Sony PlayStation, Sony Vaio, Sony Xperia, Sony Vegas. So what they do is they have the brand Sony and they add a different sub-brand, like a child brand inside there. That's a family brand, okay? It happens the same thing with Colgate, okay? Colgate, for example, is Colgate Plaques, Colgate Whitening, Colgate 360, Colgate whatever. So they use the family brand, which is having a principal brand and sub-brands that have like a that behave like a child brand to the umbrella of, in this case, Sony, or in the other case, what was I saying? Colgate. Yes, Colgate. Okay, this is clear. I think it's clear. And the last one, what comes to your mind when you see this? It's co-branding. Co-branding is like a collaboration of two brands that get together to create a new product, and this is a very good example. It's Mr. Músculo. I'm just gonna avoid those comments because I don't want to say anything. You're missing my last 5 minutes of class. Here we have the mix of Mr. Músculo and Glade. They both chose to create a product together, and they have two brands in one same product. We can see many alliances of other businesses that do the same thing. Okay, and this is it. The last 5 minutes. I want to show you what we're gonna do. I already uploaded to the Teams this lesson that I want you to copy in your notebooks again and send me the image again. What we're gonna do from now on is you're gonna upload it specifically to the Teams platform, not anymore to my email. I'm just gonna receive your emails for this first lesson, and from the second and on, we're gonna continue only through Teams. Okay? It's just 5 questions I want you to answer. If you have any questions, any inquiries, then it's perfectly fine. You can ask. Okay. Let me see if I can open the other file so you can understand how you're receiving it. There it is. Okay. Let me share my screen. We have 4 minutes. Do you have any questions? Maybe you can write there. Okay, I shared the scan because I know that many of you don't have the notebook, the book from your house. I'm picking my nose and it's crazy, it's itching. How are you doing during these classes? I hope that you're doing perfectly fine. There we go. The homework will be uploaded in the Teams. It is already there. You can check it. Of course you have. Oh, come on, Rafa, can you stop it? This is gonna be uploaded into the seal, so your other teachers are gonna be able to see what you're posting. Let me share my other screen so you can see it. Oh, there's no... I think I can do it. No, I can't. Rayos. Okay, but I recommend you to see it. I just wanted to show you how I uploaded to the Teams. I had an issue here that I couldn't share my screen. But if you have any questions or any inquiries, you can check. We have 1 minute, so you just let me know if there's something else that you want to clarify. Please, as we are finishing now in this last minute, can you please tell me what you are living with? What did you receive in this class that you liked? Can you share your experience there? Leave it in the chat. I would really like to know if it went well to you, if you connected with the class, if you learned something today. I really hope you did. It's a great effort that all the teachers here are doing, trying to adapt our content and our way of teaching through online. So I really appreciate that you are here and that we're sharing time together. The due date for the lesson, for the homework, will be for this Saturday at midday. I left it already in the Teams. You can see tareas inside the equipo tareas, and then you go. It's for until Saturday at 12 o'clock at midday. Okay. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the lesson? I really hope you did. Well, it's 11 o'clock already, so in respect for this time, I'm just gonna continue with my other courses. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed today as I enjoyed reading you. I hope I can see you soon and we can hug each other. But for now, we have to stay at home. Please stay home. Please stay safe. I hope you enjoy your day and have a very, very good week. Bye bye.